Okay, so you find yourselves in the men's room. The three of you standing shoulder to shoulder, but not too close together, at a washroom basin. The washroom basin of a powerful wizard. One of the spouts is a little turtle's head, and it's spouting green water. Another is the head of a monkey, and it's spouting blue water. And the third head, the head of an eagle, a kind of milky white water that you're not so sure about, Gideon. It smells faintly of coconut. And in front of you, instead of a mirror to groom yourselves in, it is a scrying portal. A scrying portal to the rooftop of the tower you find yourselves in, where the gnomes from accounting at the party you have been invited to have just struck up a rousing rendition of their favorite song, when suddenly you hear the unmistakable sound of magic missile fire, followed by streaks of fire that you know are fireball spells being cast. And into the scene races one dressed as a red wizard. His face is wizened, almost skull-like, and he is trailed by a dozen of the undead, zombies and wights, brandishing wands, and the people scurry in all directions, crying out and yelling. And the man turns to them all and says, "There is nothing to be concerned about, but I am in charge here now. Everyone, off to this corner. I wish to have a word with our gracious host, Takanomius." And into the view of the portal, Marshall, you then see the person who invited you here tonight. It is Olga, and she peers into the portal moments before fleeing the magic missile fire, and she says, "Marshall, if you are there, help us." And the portal goes dark. Welcome everyone to this special end of season holiday special version of the one-shot Hotshots, where we play self-contained one-shot D&D adventures for your delectation. We're going to figure out how on earth these three got to the men's room at the bottom of Takanomius Tower, and what they're going to do about the hostage situation on the roof right after we introduce our characters.
I say, is there anyone here? Yeah, I feel well done.
So let us hit the dance floor. Positions? Oh, by the way, we are being followed. You guys are doing wonderful.
Nobody bites my drinking buddy. I love killing creatures, but making them run in fear feels pretty good too.
Okay, and we're back. Welcome to Takanomius Towers and to the basement in the men's room. So, Marshall, you brought your buddies along, and I dumped a little bit of exposition for you earlier. Any questions, guys?
Well, I can tell them that in the course of inviting them over here, that I felt that we've been through quite a lot recently, and I feel that we have encountered some very interesting things together, separate, but overall, we've had our difficulties this year. It's not one too far straight from the truth. So I felt it was important for us to have something to let off a little steam, perhaps, to perhaps enjoy ourselves, some merriment, if you would. And while I do still keep some sort of relationship with Miss Olga, I was tempted to come to this party here, and I'll let you guys know that Takanomius is a powerful wizard. He's made a good fortune for himself selling scrolls and wands and such, items like that. And so, as such, he has quite an amount of gold to his name. So, I felt that it was going to be very luxurious, a very fun, and just like opulent party. I think Gideon himself would enjoy it. It would make Gideon feel like, oh, this is too much. So, having said that, I have no idea what else is going on here, other than it seems like some people are in trouble.
Too much for me? I think you might be assuming something. Well, yes, indeed. It looks like the party is just getting started for Erki upstairs, and it might be an opportunity for you to save the girl. And I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yes, well, definitely saving people is in our purview, but I am a little worried about walking into this situation here with quite an adept-looking magic user. What do you feel, Erki? You feel like maybe putting some bruises to a magic user here?
And if we absolutely have to, I was hoping to relax for once. You said we get to the tower, get together, have a few laughs, and now we're here, ready to fight some damn magic. I suppose, given the festivities, it is quite the magically themed tower as it is. I say we kill the party goers.
Right. Perhaps, Erki, though, before we leave this restroom, you should put your shoes back on. I don't really understand why you had to take them off just to, wash your hands, but that's your business.
Stressed helps me relax. Nice, calm, cool floors here. I'll pop them back on immediately.
Okay.
In addition to your shoes,
terrible idea to get into a fight without shoes on. I would never.
Why would you even try that?
There is indeed a lot of glass in this tower, so it's wise. In addition to your shoes, you are also unarmed and not wearing any armor, since you were forced to leave that at the ground floor check-in, at the concierge, in fact. So you are in the basement. You were in one level below that. There's a stairwell leading upward, a circular stairwell. But you are unarmed. You have no weapons or armor on you. You also know about Takanomius Towers that it is reputed to be the most magically secure tower in all of Waterdeep, perhaps all of Faerun. The roof is covered over with a powerful shield. You can still see the stars. It is the festival of Simril, and everyone is picking out their birth star to bring luck in the coming year, or at least they were until they were besieged. And the whole place is absolutely filled with various forms of magical security devices designed to keep people out or lock people in as necessary.
Now, they wouldn't have taken a musician's instrument now, would they?
Unfortunately, they did take your loot. However, they didn't frisk you well enough to find your flute.
And I assume unarmed for me includes like no shield or anything like that.
Nope, none of that was permitted in this incredibly secure environment. Why, pray tell, would you ever need such things in what is reputed to be the safest tower in all of Waterdeep?
Well, how should we go about this then? There might be hostages upstairs. How should we approach? I mean, we could try to fight magic with magic. I could turn all of us invisible, but I'm not really sure how to. Well, you're not wearing any armor, so you might be more quiet that way.
That's true. I mean, we can try. I definitely feel like we are outnumbered. Maybe if we make our way up, just to peek up the stairs first and see what we're dealing with. Let us try to do as best we can in preparation-wise here, though. And Marshall's going to cast Bless on the party, just in case.
You are blessed. There are 3 floors between you and the roof, the ground floor, the second level, the mysterious third level that people have been whisked away from. You see there are 2 magical elevators between the ground floor and the roof. The elevators, however, do not stop on level 3. It is rumored that that is the level containing the vault with the enormous quantity of magical scrolls and weapons and wands in it. And then, of course, there is the rooftop itself where the party is just getting started.
Well, I say we get invisible, go upstairs, get our weapons, and go from there. You know, it'd be nice to save people first. But sounds like we have one step at a time here.
Sounds like a plan. Where did they take out the weapons? Back at the ground floor?
Yes, they're on the ground floor. They're at this kind of concierge sort of wardrobe area. You're reasonably familiar with the ground floor, so the stairwell will curve around. You'll come up into a small kind of stairwell room, basically, and then from there, there's a sort of main hallway with 2 chambers off to either side and a central area, which is basically the exit. It was coming in, you went off to the right and checked in your weapons there. So you assume, you hope, that they're still there.
Yeah, I feel that we'll be more effective with that. So maybe that's our first priority. Definitely will help Erki out.
Yeah. Well, let's go have a look. I think Gideon's going to cast a take magic or something, but before it goes just to see if there's anything comes up. But I don't think we need to be invisible yet.
Okay.
Just taking a peek.
And remind me, guys, bless is merely a cantrip, yes?
Actually, no. Bless is actually a spell, first level.
Is it first level spell? Okay, why don't you give me a d20 first, Marshall?
Oh boy.
What is this?
And then you can give me a d20 next, Gideon. Detect magic.
Yep.
Didn't want to, I figure we'll just kind of wait and do them all at once. That way, any hesitance.
13, 1-3.
1-3. Okay, great. Yes, you are indeed blessed, or so you believe. And Gideon.
A d20, you said?
Yes, please.
11.
11. Great. Okay. And yes, your eyes light up. This place is beautifully decorated. Even the gents is glowing with bizarre sort of magic artifacts, mostly illusions of different kinds that are decorating the place in addition to and in supplement to the incredible gold carvings and furs that drape the bathroom walls. Right. What's your marching order up the stairs?
Yep.
Okay, first.
Tank first. Who's in the middle?
I can go in the middle.
Want to go in the middle? Okay.
And Marshall taking up the rear. Obviously very concerned about his beloved Olga. Okay. So you wind your way up to the ground floor, and thankfully, the stairwell room is reasonably quiet as you peek your heads up. There are 2 doors. The door in front of you leads to the main chambers that lead to the exit and the wardrobe, and the door off to your left, or at least believe, leads to the stairwell up to the second level. Also in this kind of main chamber entrance area are the 2 elevators that go up either side of the tower and would take you directly to the rooftop. Both doors are closed at the moment. And Erki, you're out on point with a not amazing passive perception, I must say.
No,
but you got a lot of hit points.
That's true. That's true. An amazing amount of hit points. Okay. So I guess we'll head straight to coat check. Weapon check.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's get
Okay.
going.
And as you swing open the door to the main room with the exit and the coat check area, you see a zombie. A zombie on the other side of the door who seems far from sluggish. Indeed, rather sprightly and alert. And the moment you come through the door, he points a wand at you. And everyone can roll for initiative.
Ooh,
Oh man.
here we go.
16.
16, 1-6
4.
for Erki. Marshall at a 4.
Gideon 11.
And Gideon at 11. All right, we got 2 of these. Okay. And seeing you, the zombie freaks out and unloads magic missiles on you.
I would like to take cover behind Erki. This will give me at least half.
All right. Erki's first through the door, and Erki, he unloads all of them, his entire wand.
Okay.
It's just a shower of sparks as these things come cutting through you. You take 22 hit points of force damage as all 9 magic missiles slice through your unarmed and unarmored body. He then runs back. He runs back into the coat check area, and he is yelling something in a language you don't understand. And you see also that he has a second wand. He drops the first wand to the ground and it crumbles into dust. He picks up his second wand and he ducks behind the corner. Marshall, it is obvious to you at this point, these are not zombies. These are humans poorly disguised as zombies. You can see right through their grease paint. They're also well-trained warriors and magic users. Erki, you are up next. It is he has moved about 30 feet back and is just around the corner. You saw him kind of move back in a gesture that led you to believe that he may be poised round the corner and that there may be others round there as well waiting for you.
Erki started charging him, taking all these magic missile hits, and he's just chasing him. He's going straight in. He's going where Erki wants to go, that coat check room. So he's hoping around that corner and just knock that damn wand out of his hand.
All right. Okay. You round the corner and you notice a second poorly disguised zombie is waiting there. So you round the corner and you are in melee range with the first one, but the second one with his back to the wall is basically standing over your armor and weaponry, and he unloads an entire wand of magic missiles on you as well. The beautiful thing is that you can type 9d4 plus 9 into Google.
Oh my goodness.
32 points
32.
of force damage. How you looking there, Erki?
I'm above bleeding.
Just above bloodied.
Below my maximum health.
Yes, you would be below your maximum health. That is
so.
probably an accurate, fair statement. You are now in melee.
He's on with the other guy.
You are now in melee range of the first guy who's hiding just behind the corner, and he's basically reloading. He's basically pulling out his second magic missile clip. But you've got him on the hop, and you've got him in melee combat.
Well, I'll go into rage just real quick here, and then
delicious
rage, and then I'm gonna punch this man.
All right.
Well, I guess so. His weapon isn't loaded yet, because it would be nice to pull it from him and then stick it in his mouth and fire it, but I don't know how to use a wand.
You could attempt to try and get the wand off of him. If you succeed this round, you could then use it next round. So it would be your action to try and disarm him, i.e., get the wand off of him.
I see.
Or you can just use your action to make two unarmed strikes.
I think I'll just punch him a couple times.
Punch him a couple times. Okay,
I'm pretty
great.
angry.
All right, so your unarmed strike is basically the same game mechanic as a weapon you're proficient in. So d20 plus strength plus proficiency, and the damage is going to be, if you deal any damage, 1 plus your strength modifier of damage.
Whoa! So what is it? So
it'll be the same as like a non-magical weapon that you have on your character sheet. So d20 plus strength plus proficiency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Plus rage. Okay.
Yeah, and you can add if there's a bonus for rage, you get that as well.
Right. So
so your non-magical battle
plus
axe.
8. Okay,
plus 8.
plus
That
8.
sounds about right.
Okay, cool. I think it's a D. It says here for orc, it's a D6 for damage.
For unarmed?
Yeah. It's a 1d6.
Oh,
it just says 6 though. It doesn't say d6. That's weird. It just does 6 damage automatically? That can't be right. Yeah, that's what it says. Is that right?
Unarmed strike is typically 1 plus strength. I'm just double checking here. It does 1 plus strength even on a critical. Half orcs do unarmed strikes.
What's happening.
Right.
You have max strength.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
that's
that
right. Yeah.
Plus.
Yep. So you would deal 6 points of damage if you choose.
So I'll deal 9 for. Okay.
Roll it up.
I roll a 24.
That's a proper hit. He's an armor class 12. He's just wearing some leathers underneath all that those ghoulish rags.
So, and that's a 9 damage, I guess.
9 points of damage. He is looking badly wounded. It looks like that much again. You could either knock him out or take him down. So you just straight punch to the face, and he staggers backward.
I'll punch him again. That is a freaking 2, yeah. So an 11 total.
11 total is not quite enough. And because he staggered back, you go for a second blow, and you realize these guys.
Are you still blessed? Is blessed
yes, you are. You are.
Oh.
You could add a D4. Yeah.
Well, then that will give me 14.
And thanks to Osiris's blessing, this guy goes to dodge, and your second haymaker just comes round, and you can either knock him out or you can kill him with that second blow.
Oh, I'm gonna kill him.
And he goes against the wall and just slides down the wall and crumples in a heap. The guy behind him cries out, "My brother!" and goes for his wand.
I'm going to use my action surge and start punching that one.
All right. Go for it.
That is a 15 for 9 damage.
That is enough, and he is also badly wounded as you go blazing.
Haymaker.
Just taking damage.
Full on bar fight rules. Pulling out
hates
all
wands.
Just hates wands, man.
One more swing. That's a hit for 9.
And that's enough to take the second guy out. And how do you want to finish this one off?
I'm thinking it's a lot of like head into the wall, and then into the knee, and then into the wall, and then into his friend's head.
All right.
Expected.
And you leave the two brothers just slumped in a bloody heap. And your weapons and armor are piled up before you.
Wow.
We can go out of turn order. Gideon and Marshall.
Well.
How about it, guys?
Clear.
Well, brutal but effective. Let us get our stuff.
Indeed. All right. You guys can suit up. It's going to take a little time to get your armor on. Marshall.
Yeah, I just was going to say that not to metagame it, but I think Marshall doesn't realize when he cast Bless or anything like that happen because I didn't see any action of that.
No.
So I see that Erki is hurting a little bit, so I'm going to cast Cure Wounds to heal.
That's
Oh,
very
thank
nice
you.
of you.
Yeah,
That's very nice of you. As a
well
reward,
done.
Thank you.
You make short order of that chap, Erki, and then I'm going to
Sure.
put my hand on him, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at...
I can take a little healing. I don't really need it. Or anything.
Yeah, I'm not
It's
gonna-
got just like blood just seeping.
God.
It's not going to
Pouring
be
out
huge,
of
but
his-
I'll give you
yeah.
something.
Yeah. Okay, you need
Little
something.
touch up. Little touch up.
Just 11. Here's 11.
11.
Second level Cure
11
Wounds.
is
All right, great.
terrific.
And while you're at it, why don't you just give me a
Yeah,
D20 there
I'll
as
give
well,
you a
Marshall,
D20
for
there.
fun?
Do we notice there's
4.
something up? Or no, I guess not.
Not
Not yet.
No,
That's a 4.
4. 4's a good. 4's a good number. Okay, you regain 11 hit points there, Erki. Good.
I was just going to say, like, Marshall's going to take a look after he gets geared up. He wants to take a look at these guys and see why they're dressed up like what they are.
All right, indeed. These guys look to be sort of just common ruffians, really. They went down. They obviously have some tricks up their sleeve, but they went down pretty quick. They are armed with wands of magic missiles. There are 2 remaining of those. And one of them carries a flat black stone. And as you go to examine it, a voice comes through the stone. Ground floor unit, come in. Ground floor unit, are you there? Ground floor unit, hello. This is not a time to be sleeping or playing games. I'm told there are 3 more down there. Make sure they don't get to their weapons.
Let me. And Gideon casts a cantrip, casts a minor illusion. I think he can make it sound like a voice.
Huh?
And he did hear voices speaking from these 2 guys.
He did hear them,
Yeah.
yes.
He's just going to say something like, everything is fine here. So,
Very good. Well, keep alert and remember to stick to the plan. That is all.
what's the plan again? He's just going to conjure it up with minor illusion.
Don't make me come down there. That's not funny. Out.
Well, this is going to put it away. Well, I thought it was pretty funny. We've been too easy that way, I guess. Well, these guys are clearly not undead. And they don't look Thayan either. I wonder what this is about.
What's most alarming is how organized they seem to be, using sending stones and these. Why are they using only magic missiles though? Not conventional weapons either. These
It's
wands.
interesting. It seems like we now have 2 loaded magic missile wands. Seems important to use them. We also have the advantage of these sending stones and the illusion of this voice. I don't know what to do with an opportunity like that. It seems like we could set some kind of trap, though.
Perhaps. We definitely should move these bodies out of the way, at least, so that no one happens upon them.
Maybe we should ask this man down here. Say we need him quickly, and spring a trap.
Oh, to bring you mean like to have them come down here and ask them for assistance or something?
Yeah. I wouldn't expect that, would he?
No.
Well, I could bring them to us. It's a good idea. We could try.
Did I just come up with a plan?
Here's you did.
Well done, word user.
I'm not really sure if this is the GM's plan, but I'm like getting some Die Hard vibes. So we just like Bruce Willis is using the comms and getting the people and taking them out one by one. Hey, that's a typical Christmas movie. It is.
Do we want to? Do you want to set up a trap here, or maybe go up a floor and see if there's something there we can use? Maybe a little more. If there's any sort of like little tiny air passages, or I don't know what you would call them, stone things to crawl through or see, or anything like that. Anyways, so we might have opportunity to spy a little.
Yeah, you know that there are two magic elevator shafts. The elevators don't appear to be in service as you inspect them. It appears that something or someone has managed to shut them down temporarily. You did notice what you believe to be some kind of control panel up on the rooftop, so you can only surmise that whoever this is has gained some level of control over the tower itself and its security systems. Apart from that, you know that you can use the doors, and there are various chambers and rooms in each of these levels that you may be able to make your way up closer to the rooftop.
I like the idea of a trap, but perhaps we should get a little more information first before we just start, because we don't know what we're dealing with. And if we at least peer into one more floor, even if we don't engage, we could set up a trap there. Maybe that'll help. I feel that if they were going to call help, that they would send someone down that's closer versus from on the very top. Unless we made a very compelling argument on that.
Well, I'm most certainly that there's going to be more people on the next floor. I think we don't know what's on the next floor, but we know what's on this floor. So I suggest we go with at least Erki's plan for now, and I suggest perhaps the two of you hide, and I'll deal with whoever comes down here and see if we can get someone to talk.
Yeah, even if we just got the second floor down, that might clear some.
Here, Erki, let me have one of those wands, and I'll hold on to one of the magical ones. Does Erki know how to use it? Do we know that?
No.
Can Marshall show him how to use it?
Yeah, a wand of magic missiles doesn't require attunement from a spellcaster, so you can, in fact, anyone can use a wand of magic missiles.
Oh.
So it's quite simple, Erki. You just point this part at your enemy and make it happen. Just like, boom, like a little flick. Just a little flick.
Okay.
Just a little flick.
I'm afraid to do it right now.
Yeah, I understand.
Twist and flick.
But
Twist and flick. Twist and flick.
This isn't very satisfying, this little...
Once it comes out, it'll be very fast. That's right. Just to give some cover to Gideon for whatever Gideon has planned here.
All right. It's a weird day of me making plans.
Gideon is watching very curious. Well, this is precious. Erki using magic. Well, please get the two of you. I'll call see if call some help. And he casts minor illusion. He just says, "We're gonna need some help down here."
Right. I'll send Bromius and George down from the level above. Let's keep this channel clear from now, won't you? I'm going to make contact with the Griffon Cavalry to give them our demands. You can tell them what's going on when they arrive. They'll be down. Did you hear that, George? Down to the ground floor right away. Okay, so the stairwell that they will be descending, there's a door between that kind of stairwell room and the kind of main room that you're in now, that contains your weaponry and the dead bodies. So what's the plan? Who's posting up where? And what action are you readying, Gideon, for when you see them descend?
Yeah, he's just gonna hide, like, I don't know, behind a door or something, like right where the people are gonna enter. And cast Charm Person, upcast it, and hit both of them.
Okay, so you're readying an action to Charm Person and upcast that as soon as you see them. Give me a stealth check for your hiding.
And I think maybe Erki and I are just going to cover that in case it doesn't go well, and then use the magic missile, but still hiding as well too. So if we want to,
and you guys are all in the same room. You guys aren't behind that door. You're all in the stairwell room, basically pressed against the back of the stone stairs, or are you in the room with the wardrobe?
I thought we were in the main room. Wouldn't it be better to have some room, you guys, or what do you think?
Yeah. Main room.
All right. Is the door open or closed between the two rooms?
I say close. That way we can see if they come in or who comes in. No objections? So let's close it.
Yeah.
Let's hide in there and then see what comes through the door. Door number 1.
All right. So you're all gonna wait for the door to open, or do you want to wait for the top of the stairwell, Gideon?
I could kind of hide somewhere where they're just entering the room, like behind the door or whatever.
Okay. All right. So you guys are all going to post up behind the door as they come down the stairs. The first one through the door. How'd you do with your stealth? Everybody go and give me those stealth checks.
13.
Yep.
Well, the first one's a nat 20, but I have it at disadvantage.
You do not have it at disadvantage. You're not wearing any armor. Or why do you have it at disadvantage?
Oh, I thought we put our armor and weapons
Oh, right.
on.
Sorry. You did.
All right.
But it's okay, because the next one was this 18.
Not bad.
Yeah, I got an 11.
11. Okay. All right. And with that, you see some guys dressed, Marshall, you'll recognize, dressed badly as whites, as these kind of ghostly figures come through the door. They're holding up their magic missile wands. One of them has a wand of magic missiles, and one of them seems to have a different kind of wand in his hands. And the moment the two of them break through the door, Gideon, you can use your reaction to cast Charm Person.
So like once they enter the door, I'm just gonna like hit them in the back or whatever. Just hit them immediately with a charm person. It's a wisdom save, DC 18.
DC 18 wisdom save. Okay, both fail. You have advantage on your checks to do what you like with them from now on. And let's go into turn order again. So everyone go ahead and roll for initiative.
Does Gideon need to roll a d20? Not to be that guy.
And yeah, go ahead and give me a d20 on that charm person.
Yeah, I just roll for initiative first. I'm not gonna change that.
Nope, you
I
can
got
do that.
6. Man, I'm rolling.
So
low.
22, and I'll roll again for the thingy.
I'm getting rid of this.
And now I rolled not very good. 2.
2. Okay, thank you. And Erki?
12.
Okay, Gideon's up first, then Erki, then Marshall, and then the party. 2 of them are through the door, and 2 of them are still on the other side of the door. You got your quick glimpse. The other 2 on the other side of the door are dressed as zombies. Gideon, you are up. You are hiding at the moment, and they are scoping out the room. There's not a lot of places to hide. They're beginning to sort of turn over various pieces of furniture. They will find you soon enough.
Yeah, sure. He's not trying to hide. He immediately steps up and he just says, "Good evening, gents. I believe I've gotten a little bit lost, I'm afraid. Yeah, how is everybody doing this evening?"
Right, you upstairs to the roof. Everyone to the roof. Come on, let's go. They point their wands at you, both of them.
Now, I'm sure that is normal procedure, but you don't mind telling me what this is about?
You're a hostage, my friend. Up to the roof now, everyone. You'll find out soon enough when the cavalry arrive. The other one gives a little laugh at that.
Well, I'm sure if we don't report it in, I mean, we do have a little bit of time for ourselves. I mean, what could be that?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Listen. I do so with advantage. What is that? Yeah, 27.
27. What do you have in mind, fancy guy? I could use a drink, I suppose.
Well, it looks like the party upstairs has been spoiled. I mean, how long do you think this is gonna take? What's gonna happen?
You'll find out soon enough on the roof, but like I said, there's no reason not to have a drink.
Mhm.
After all, the cavalry hasn't even been dispatched yet.
Mhm. There's time enough. We can have a drink. Would you share one with me?
They look at each other. Sure. They calls back to the other two dressed as zombies. Nothing here, boys. Going back upstairs. Don't want to share. All right. And the two toughies dressed as whites come further into the room. At this point, they're very close to Erki. Erki, you're hiding behind a kind of piece of furniture, and Marshall, you're sort of down under a big kind of couch, a big kind of overstuffed couch, and you're just behind it at the ready. They're starting to poke around. It's pretty clear that they're going to spot you guys if they keep kind of poking around. And what are we doing for serving these guys drinks, Gideon?
I don't know if Gideon brought anything himself.
Marshall, you have a hip flask.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, I mean, his idea is just to at least keep one of them. Yeah, I mean, I think he got two of them, but he's just keeping at least one of them in his grip and then distracting, and hopefully get some information from this guy. But I don't know what the rest of the party is gonna react.
Hang on.
I don't think we planned out this part of the plan.
No. I didn't really plan to get this far.
What happened to the other two, the brothers?
Mm-hmm.
They were supposed to be down here guarding. Yeah, where did they go?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they're headed straight for where you stashed the corpses. They will arrive there imminently.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I'm afraid they're at the loo. It was a bit of a practical joke. You can take a joke.
Go down and have a look in the toilets for the guys. So, where's my drink?
Oh, you did not bring in.
No drink.
All right, Marshall,
with all of you now.
So wait, hold on. Is it just did the other guy leave the room, or is it just the one guy?
Yes, there's just one guy there now, as the other one went down to the loo, persuaded by Gideon's explanation.
And is the one in the room the one in the room with the magic missile one, or the other wand that we don't know?
This is the one that has a different kind of wand altogether.
Okay, all right. Why not? Marshall just pop up. Oh, I've got a drink right here, and then I want to shoot my magic missile.
All right, unload your magic missile wand. You can. So the way the magic missile wand works is you can expend anywhere from 3. You can fire anywhere from 3 to 9 magic missiles. Each one does 1d4 plus 1 damage. If you fire all 9, the wand expires. If you fire less than 9, fewer than 9, it'll regain some charges the next day. So you can unload a clip or some portion thereof, and they automatically hit.
So 1d4 plus what?
Mm-hmm.
1? Let's do 4 charges.
4 charges. Okay, 44 plus 4 damage. Go ahead and roll it up.
Okay, how did Google do it? Two,
Right.
4, 6, 8.
8, and that's with the plus 4.
That's not with the plus 4. That's what I rolled.
Okay, 8
rolled
plus
4
4 is
too.
12. Okay. And sparks of light go flying through the sky. And he's knocked back to the wall. He turns. He clearly sees the bodies you've stashed in the corner. And you have both revealed yourself. And he's going to retaliate. So that's Marshall. Yep.
Once I did that, then when it hits, Marshall just says, "Welcome to the party," for my friend.
And he takes out his wand. It's rather a large wand. He takes it out. He's kind of holding it almost cannon-like in front of him. And he's going to retaliate. So go ahead and give me a think it's a dex save. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a dexterity savings throw.
Okay.
A wave of fire comes racing out of the wand toward Marshall and envelops.
15.
15 is just enough. So you take only 15 points of fire damage.
Oh, okay.
You go flying away from the couch as the couch bursts into flames, but you do get some kickback from the ball of fire that now erupts. And it is, I'm going to say, it's close enough also that Erki, you're also going to need to give me that same save. You're in range as this ball of fire goes engulfing the wardrobe area.
13.
And that is not enough. You're going to take 31 points of fire damage. How's Erki looking now?
He's a bloody half-orc barbarian hiding behind a piece of old furniture on fire.
That is now blazing on fire. That's right.
That's how he's doing.
Right. All right. Doing good. Okay. And with that, you hear someone running up the stairs again from the loo, going, "What's going on? I heard something." And so clearly his buddy is racing back to the scene. We're going to go back to the top of turn order. So Gideon, Erki, then Marshall, and then the baddie is armed to the teeth. Gideon, you're up. The negotiations have broken down.
Mm-hmm. I charmed two people. I mean, I'm right next to one of them, and where's the other one? Which one is the other one?
The one with the wand of fireballs, you're pretty close to, and the other one has gone down to the loo. The other two you did not charge went back up to level 2 as they were instructed, so that they wouldn't get a drink. However, given that you and your allies, well, at least your allies, have fired on them, they might not feel so affectionate towards you at this point.
Yeah. So Gideon is next to this. This is it like the leader or something? I didn't even catch his name.
No, you didn't. This guy's George. George has a wand of fireballs on him. Is dressed badly like an undead kind of fiend. And you're standing about 10 feet behind him. He's turned the other way, blasted Marshall, and Erki happened to take the brunt of the friendly fire from that. Collateral anyway.
So as he turns away from Gideon, Gideon gets some of that look in his eye, some of that Feywild flare, and his eyes start swirling, and he uses Mantle of Majesty, and he gets the guy next to him his attention and says, "Oh, don't you worry about that. Why don't you stay here with me? Just wait it out." And he's casting command as a bonus action. And he automatically fails if he's still charmed. And he's still charmed as long as my companions or I do not hurt him, technically. So I don't.
Well, unfortunately,
his friends.
Attack him is what I understand. And Marshall definitely counted as attacking him.
But was that the same guy?
Yes.
Yeah, because the other one went to the bathroom.
All right, that's why he turned and retaliated on him. The other guy that's down in the bathroom has not yet been attacked, but he's racing up to hear what all the noise is about.
Yeah. Okay. So he still
do
gets
anything
a save.
Harmful. Okay, so he's got a save against command.
Yes.
And you are using Mantle of Majesty to cast a spell without using a spell slot, but it is still casting a spell that's a first level enchantment. So I'm going to have you roll a d20 as you do that.
3.
And what's your spell save DC?
18. Wisdom.
Spell save DC 18 wisdom. Okay. And not the wisest guys. He fails. What do we got?
Yeah.
What's your command?
Wait, hold.
Halt.
Do nothing.
Okay. Do nothing. He is going to do nothing on his next turn, and he gets to repeat his wisdom save at the end, something like that.
Well, he does nothing on his turn. He has to do that as his
Yes.
only action. That's it.
Got it. Okay, what else?
I still have an action, but I can't attack. Well, he's not. Well, the one who's charmed is not in the room, so he won't see me attacking anyone. So I guess I can still throw out a spell. So I'm gonna throw something out. I'm gonna throw. Is anyone next to my companions? No, not yet.
No.
Oh, but there's no one else in the room either. Is the one from the toilet back?
No, not yet. No, he's
No,
coming
he's
up the
running.
stairs. He's coming up the stairs. A couple of now charred bodies, but they don't count as living anymore.
I am concentrating. I can't. I can. No, I can't do anything. Basically, I know. I don't think I can.
Erki,
I won't attack this guy. No.
you are up, Erki.
Okay, Erki will go into rage, and he'll head to that door this guy's about to come through and prepare his attack
All right.
for when this guy comes through.
Ready in action. You're standing behind the door, battle axe in hand. As soon as that door opens, whackety whack time. Okay, Marshall, you are up.
Marshall would get up and cast out the flames that are on him. Like, oh boy. and I noticed and I see that Gideon has that one in command in the control. So I think I'm going to move pivot to try to get closer to Erki if I can.
Okay. Yep. You can make your way around the room to Erki.
And I do see Erki again, not looking so good. I'm so sorry about that, chap. I didn't know what else to do at that point. And I'm
Still on fire?
Yes. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at a 5th level.
All right.
And Erki can get all those 27 HP back.
Lovely. Give me a D20 while you're at it.
Yeah.
For kicks.
It's a 10.
Nice number. Thanks.
I feel like that's a ticking time bomb there.
All right. So the boys are up next. Let's start with the one with the big old wand of fireballs. You guys have moved over around the room to the door. He sees you posted up against the door, but he can do nothing, for he has been halted by Gideon. But he is watching you with his eyes and growing more and more furious. But he can only watch as his buddy bursts through the door, magic missile wand in hand. And Erki, it's your moment.
He swings a giant axe at his head. That's a 17. No,
that is enough.
21.
21. These guys are armor class 17. They are wearing splint armor. They are definitely tougher than the guys dressed like zombies.
You said 17. Okay. That I get to re-roll because it was a 2. That's a 15.
Oh, sorry. Are you rolling up damage?
Yeah, I hit it at 21.
Yep.
So
okay.
sorry,
15 points of damage on that first hit. Fantastic.
And I have something called where if I roll a 1 or a 2, I get to re-roll. Great weapon fighter.
Excellent. All right. You go hacking into the guy as he comes through the door.
And that's exactly a 17, second attack.
That is enough. Roll up some damage.
That's a 1. There we go. That's a 14.
14 points of damage. All right. He is looking real bad. He is going to... he's not dead, but he's on his absolute last legs. He's going to use his action to disengage, close the door, and attempt to run back through back into the room with the stairwell leading down to the bathroom. Meanwhile, the second guy can do nothing, so back to the top of the turn order with Gideon.
Mm-hmm.
Does he try to roll his break out of the thing on his turn?
Actually, it only lasts one round, the command, so it is automatically broken after this.
Mm-hmm.
And he is now standing in a room with 3 heavily armed adventurers, and his buddy has just fled the scene. Gideon, you're up.
Yeah. So Gideon takes this just on his palm, or just takes the guy's face and turns him away from the battle and just towards him. Just don't mind them. Just look at me. Look at me and look me in the eye. You don't need to worry about anything else. Just just focus on me. And you don't need that wand, so why don't you drop it? Command. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save, DC 17.
18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he rolled a 17, so I'm glad you told me. All right, that's a fail.
Mm-hmm.
And is he immediately drop it, or he drops it on his turn?
On his turn.
All
That's
right.
the only action he can do.
His only action is to drop his wand of fireballs.
Yep.
Okay.
I got them.
Anything else?
But yeah, well, I don't see anyone else in the room. No other hostiles. No.
No. The guy that Erki nearly sliced to bits has gone back to the bathroom.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to do. I'm just keeping this guy
Okay, Erki, you are up.
occupied.
Could be Marshall?
No,
Oh, that was my.
Erki and then Marshall. Yeah.
Oh, right. I prepared the.
Yeah,
reaction.
exactly right. Yeah, your action was
Right.
ready, so you went on the guy's turn.
Well, I'm going to chase after this SOB. I'll use my bonus action to roll second wind, which is a 1d10 plus 3 more health, which I could use. So
Buffing himself.
5 more health. So, put that.
Every little helps, as they say.
It's true. So I'll chase him and
All
try
right.
to smack him.
All right, and remind me your movement speed.
40.
Yeah, you are faster than he is. Down into the men's room, the two of you go. You find him cowering behind one of the stalls, his back to the wall, and he has readied an action that he is going to unload his wand of magic missiles on you.
That's fair.
Did he disengage with a bonus action?
Oh, I'm sorry. I take it back. He is not able to ready an action because he does not have a bonus, this guy.
Idiot.
That's absolutely right. He is racing back there, and he did not have time to pull out his wand.
Luckily.
He's all yours.
Oh, well, in that case, I think I'll drag him over to the milky white coconut smelling fountain.
That's the good one. Yeah.
And drown him in it.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Just go ahead and just, he's got 3 hit points left. So why don't we just do a straight up strength check?
Sounds good.
And I think if you just hold him there long enough, he's just going to die.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, kids.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, children. This man will drown in the coconut bathroom.
Coconut water. Very good for your skin, though. That's the real thing. He's going to make
Not as good for your lungs.
Not as good for your lungs, but great for the skin. He's going to be a beautiful corpse when all this is over.
He's going to be glowing.
Going to just this lovely rosy glow. Yeah.
What an open casket. Just so breathtaking. So I rolled a 19.
That's enough.
Good.
Yeah, he's strong, but he's not that strong. He literally sputters out as you drown him in the magical coconut water sink.
Yeah.
Charming.
Yeah. Erki says, I could use this magic wand on you. I don't really like magic very much. And can you hear me? I'm trying to talk to you.
And he just slumps out of your grasp and lifelessly falls to the floor.
I love it.
Marshall, you're up. You know that the guy with the one fireballs is going to drop it his next turn. You know that Gideon appears to have succeeded in his efforts there.
I feel Erki probably. I feel confident in Erki's ability to handle that guy after he got messed up. So I won't even give chase. I think I'm just going to stay here and support Gideon just in case. So I'll prepare an action to pick up the wand.
Yep.
As he drops it.
All right.
And then other than that, just kind of can I stand in between the door and just so I can have line of sight if Erki comes up or something happens?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so you position yourself and ready to grab the wand when the thug drops it. He does indeed on his turn, and Marshall, you are successful in picking it up. So that's all you can do on his turn, and Gideon, back to you.
There's people coming down the stairs, I believe.
There was the guy that was in the bathroom came up and then came back down. The other two on the second level either seem to have not heard you or don't quite understand what the hell's going on, because so far with your passive, you don't detect any activity coming down the stairs from level 2 yet.
Perhaps this your friend here, Gideon, can give us some answers to some questions.
Yeah, let's try this then. Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to think of a command to like where he restrains himself. I don't know.
Eye yourself up.
Eye yourself up.
That's more than one word as a command goes. So.
Yeah. Well, let's see what he knows. Why don't you go sit over there? And he commands him to sit.
To go sit. All right. Do you want him to sit on the flaming couch, or there's only one other chair that's actually not on fire in this entire downstairs portion of the tower?
Is there some kind of like furniture or something where I might be able to tie him up against?
Yeah. There's a kind of
table,
old style wooden chair. You could probably get his hands behind him. So you're going to command him to go sit. That's another wisdom save at a DC 17. 18. And he rolls an 18.
Okay, saves.
And so he says, I feel like standing, actually. But he knows he's pretty much cornered and trapped. Well,
in that case, oh wait, I can't cast any other spells, but I can still cast a cantrip as an action.
And you did cast a spell, so why don't you give me a d20 first? 12. Okay, 12 is a lovely number.
Well, in that case, and he just turns hostile. I mean, shows his true colors and casts Tool the Dead on the guy. Same DC 18 Wisdom save. DC
18 Wiz save. All right, tolling some dead, and that's a fail.
These. Let me just get my dice. Where did it go? 3d8s. He's hurt, isn't he? So it's
he is already injured, yes, and so you're now casting Toll the Dead on an injured man, and an injured and relatively unarmed man, in fact.
In that case, it's 13, 24.
24 points of damage is enough. His head explodes, basically. Just boom.
Scanners.
And the guy just drops, and the top of his head is still basically smoking.
Over my wand,
as this sound kind of rings out. Yes, and the wand that you now have in hand is also sort of vaguely sizzling as well. Okay.
Well, that's right.
The body count is now up to 4, and we are out of turn order. And the scrying stone goes off again. And it says, hello, this is Sir Aulian of the Griffon Cavalry. Tell me, what are your demands? Hello. And so far, there is no reply.
Well, that sounds like an interesting conversation. I would like to hear more of it. To be a fly on the wall for that.
Sounds like the next stage of their plan is starting to enact. Perhaps we should take some haste here. Can I look and see? I want to check and see if Erki's okay.
How's Erki looking?
Erki could be
besides
better.
Happy, besides elated at his, recent bloodbath.
Like, do I see Erki coming out of the bathroom, coming upstairs out of the bathroom?
Yeah.
Washing his
Smelling
hands.
a bit like coconut and blood. And now he has these 2 magic wands, and he just wordlessly hands them to Marshall. And just, it felt so wrong.
I think he had, so Erki never used one, and the other guy had one. So I have 2 magic missiles, fully or whatever, that weren't used that we know of. 1 fireball one, and then my old magic missile one. So
You do. And a Bowie knife in your teeth and a just freaking gun belt. Couple of grenades.
I'll offer one of the full magic missile ones to Gideon if Gideon will take it. Thanks, Gideon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do think these people came prepared. These magic missiles will never fail. So yes, I'll take one.
Okay, I'll give him that. And I think when Erki's in range, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him again. This time at 4th level. Erki gets 29 HP in good rolls, and my D20 is a 13.
29. That's wonderful. That is what the cleric ordered right there.
Yeah.
No longer bloodied?
No. Almost full. Erki's got some cool cuts here and there. But he's ready to rock.
Well, we've definitely thinned their numbers. Do you think, I don't know if this plan would work again. Perhaps we should move on to the next floor at least and see if we can see what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yes, let's.
Yeah, keep an eye on that, or keep an ear open for that stone, Gideon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the plan? You have a stairwell leading up, and you have 2 elevator shafts that are out of commission. There is no door at the top of the stairwell.
No door?
No door.
So the stairwell leads to just a wall?
It leads to an open archway that is the second level. You can see it just goes back into darkness. There's no door to open or here's Johnny style surprise.
Mm-hmm.
You try shimmying up 1 level in the stairwell. Can we open up, or the elevator?
The elevator door seems to be magically sealed. Gideon, you're fairly confident that a knock spell would allow you to open it, but there is no actual platform there. It is simply the shaft. The lift itself is at the roof level. However, if you could get it working, you know that you could go straight to the roof.
Mm-hmm. But the controls were at the rooftop.
Controls are at the rooftop for the entire magic tower.
Also, it might announce our presence before we want to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, should we try this again? Go to the next floor, and I think Gideon's just going to cast invisibility on all 3 of us this time. See if we have more luck.
All right, invisibility it is, and you're going to, I assume, want to stealth your way up the stairs. Everybody give me a stealth check at advantage.
Well, that'll make it an even for me.
At not disadvantage in your case, good sir.
A solid 7.
Solid 7. All right.
A strong 7.
Strong 7, though. 7 trending 8, right?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Do I want to pick the 2 or the 6? I'll take the 6.
Man, guys, what's up?
I'm rolling horrible today. I am rolling horrible.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 23. I'm gonna carry these guys.
All right, yeah. So Gideon in the middle, you're doing great. You are the night wind. But Erki, you go. I'm assuming you're in front. You head up to the next level up. You come to this kind of opulent sort of garden room, and 2 guys dressed as zombies are leaning against the wall, smoking long clay pipes, clearly caught off guard. They scramble to their feet, point their wands at you. Neither of you are surprised, but they say, "Who's there? Who's there?" And everyone can roll into turn order again.
14.
Burn all these dice.
Mm-hmm.
An unnatural 20.
Right, dirty 20.
Something,
and
yeah.
Marshall?
11, 1-1.
All right. All right. You guys have the drop on them, though. You are invisible, so it's going to be harder for you to be attacked. But as soon as you attack, you become visible. So bear that in mind. Erki first, then Gideon, then Marshall, and then the two fake zombies with their wands. Erki, you are up. You have been spotted, but they've not yet fired on you. Who's there? Who's there? They're up to their feet.
Erki screams, "May!" And he's still in rage mode, so he sprints at them, and he's gonna really swing really hard.
Okay, extra hard.
Their faces.
Then roll that dice extra hard. That's
I will.
That's how you do a hard attack.
Careful, it's a metal dice.
It's
Make a hole.
Don't hurt your wall.
Daddy, I broke your desk. So that was a 11. Plus a 9, plus 11. So a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 is plenty. So these guys in the zombie gear are only in leathers, so they're AC 12s. Go and roll up some damage for me.
Come on, big damage. Nope. Okay, 18. I keep rolling 1s and 2s. I'm so glad I have that thing.
18 is plenty. Go ahead and take them out however you will.
I think it's just so great to use this axe. So I think it just it's all face, It's all just nasty face stuff.
Nasty face stuff.
And then second swing is a 23 to hit. Forward. That's another 2. And that's a 21. 21 damage.
Go ahead. More face work. We're doing more face work here.
Yeah, just
both at the same time.
In fact, yeah, I think I'll just one swing all
through
face.
Both. Yeah.
Their face, bones, and muscles and blood mixed together to make 2 horrible faces in one.
And for a brief moment, they converge. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Two melons become one.
Mm-hmm. If you froze all the blood, it was this sort of grotesque, outline of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And then it went to a fine mist and bone and brain chunks. So you probably didn't catch it.
But for a moment, it was really festive. That's what you're trying to say. Yeah, happy Simril, everyone. Happy
Simril.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Okay, and with that, the two bandits have been vanquished. They fall relatively headlessly to the ground. And at this point, the scrying stone comes on again. So, Alian, we are ready for you. We want 4 griffins landed on the rooftop. No funny business. Tame ones to transport us out of here. We would also like all Thayans currently imprisoned in the castle ward to be released. Once these demands are met, I promise you no harm will come to any of the hostages. Does that make me clear to you? Oh, yes, right, very good. Okay, yes, we'll get right on that with the Thayan hostages, and you should have some griffins on the rooftop very shortly. Excellent. George, how's it going down there? Everything all right on the ground floor? George, come in.
Yeah, everything's okay.
And minor illusion is a cantrip, is it not?
Yes, it is.
All right. So in George's voice, everything's okay. Splendid. Well, try not to smoke too much. It's bad for your lungs, All right. And he's out. All right. Body count's up to 6. You are on level 2. There's a stairwell.
2 more magic wands.
You do indeed.
So that's 1 full one and a fireball one and one with 5 shots.
We have that's 2. That's 4 full magic missiles, 1 fireball that's fired off one, and then 1 magic missile that has 2 more charges on it.
Do we have 6 wands in total, so everybody can hold one in each hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want-
Let's go in blasting.
Let's
Let's
just go
do
in.
it. There's some
All
Butch
right.
Cassidy stuff here. I love it. All right.
Marshall realizes that he has 3 wands after everyone's already been doled out because he has the first one, so it only has like 2 shots on it left. He's just kind of like, maybe I should put that somewhere safely. And then Marshall will reach into his pack and find a little bit of like like twine or something like that, and just gonna kind of like put it in the back of his right here, stick it back there.
Tie it in the back of his back.
Tie it in the
so
back of his back, just
in
find a
case
place
he
to put it.
disarmed,
in a
he
place-
might be able to pull it out from
Exactly,
behind.
just to hide it in there.
All right.
Just a precaution. It only has 2 charges
2
on
charges
it.
left in it, so you know.
Backup
All right.
wand.
It's your backup wand. I got it.
Mhm.
Okay, beautiful.
Love
All right.
it.
We got 2 elevator shafts and a stairwell leading up. This is a garden room and also a kind of dormitory. So there's all kinds of stuff in here. Yeah, basically, you know, you can utilize anything that's here or make your way up to the 3rd level or anything else you like. What's the plan?
Can we make it up to a 3rd level, or does it go straight to the 4th?
The elevator doesn't stop on the 3rd level. But
Mhm.
the stairwell does proceed upward, and then there's a very heavily barred door there. It's double, triple reinforced wood with thick studs in it. And I don't think you don't still have detect magic active.
No, but Gideon and Marshall are still invisible.
Correct.
I don't think Marshall cast any spells. So yeah, we're just gonna proceed upwards.
All right. What's your marching order?
Gideon's gonna go first now, I think.
Gideon first, then
invisible.
Marshall, then now visible
Yeah.
Erki in the rear.
Uninvisible Erki.
Uninvisible Erki, yes. Invincible but uninvisible Erki. Say that 5 times. Okay, and you reach the door. The door is heavily fortified, and Gideon, on inspection, knowing what you know, it is clearly magically locked.
It would seem like such a shame just not to take a peek. Are you not at least curious? I mean, there was supposed to be some kind of weapons in there. Perhaps there's something you can use.
You won't get an argument from me.
Yeah, I don't see why not since we're here.
Well, wonderful then. Yeah, I think Gideon's going to have to cast a spell and drop invisibility on himself at least, and cast knock on the door.
Marshall will
Knock on
back
the
away from the door.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Lock.
From a little ways back.
Only one of them's locked. So an arcane lock. The spell is. All right. Okay. It was magically locked, so it is suppressed for 10 minutes. You can open the door.
Yeah, gonna do another wave with my hand and cast Mage Hand. Wait, that was a spell knock. Should I roll something?
Please give me a d20.
I'm kind of curious if I would get a 1, but I got a 4.
4. 4 is a good number. 4 is a lovely number.
Yeah,
The
and
number
then just
between
wave
1
my
and 20.
hand and cast a cantrip, Mage Hand, and open the door.
All right, and you open the door with your mage hand. The room before you is completely lined with adamantine. In the middle of the room, there is a small figure with a wand pointed at an adamantine door, a kind of heavily reinforced circular door. He is clearly casting lightning bolts into this door in an attempt to break it open. The moment he sees you, he squeals and turns to race up a spiral staircase, which you know it leads to the roof. So everybody roll for initiative, and let's see if he's going to blow your cover. Oh, meanwhile, by the way, there are also 4 stone statues, 4 enormous stone statues of warriors in the middle of the room as well. They are motionless, but they are clutching their swords in their hands, and they look particularly menacing. They're about 10 feet tall each. Initiative.
And we don't recognize the guy that's running away? It's not the
You
mage.
don't. No, he looks sort of small and sort of weedy.
14.
Okay.
17.
16.
What does he look like? Robert?
Kind of weak and kind of nerdy. Yeah. He looks like...
So they clearly didn't bring him for his good looks, right?
No, for his charm or good looks. They definitely didn't. He obviously knows how to cast lightning bolt spells on vaults. So Erki, then Gideon, then Marshall, then the poor guy in the rear. You got the jump on him, Marshall. You're still invisible of the three. Gideon, you're first in the door, and you see him clearly fleeing up the spiral staircase, trying to head for his boss to rat you guys out.
I'm first.
You're up first, then Gideon, then Marshall, and then this poor guy rolled badly. He's in the rear.
And how far away is he?
Good question. He is 25 feet away from you in the center of the room. And the vault is just the other side of him, on kind of the north side. So you've approached from the south, sort of southeast, and to the north is and the spiral staircase just goes right up the middle. It's wooden with a railing, so you can see he's headed for the roof.
Was it a gnome, or what was it again?
He's a halfling. He's a very small, thin halfling, a kind of concave, chested halfling. Clearly a magic user.
Well, if he's only 25 feet away from me, I think I'm just going to run up to him.
Okay.
Like, hold on, just wait a minute. Do I have to hold him back, restrain him?
If you want to try and grapple him, that's going to be a strength check, which he can contest with either his strength or dexterity.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get in his way and stop him. I'm going to be beaten by a halfling. Strength roll, is it?
Strength, yep. Strength athletics. 9. Nicht gut. Okay, he rolls better than that. Not on strength, but on dexterity. He manages to slip between your legs. He is not grappled by you, but he's not yet moved up the stairs. So that's your move, and grappling was your attempt at an action. Any bonus? Anything else?
A little help here. And he cast Bardic Inspiration using Mantle of Inspiration so that everybody can move. And you get temporary hit points.
Okay.
11, right? Or
11 hit points, yeah.
All right, 11 hit points and moves. We'll go in turn order. So the coast it's single file basically through the door. So Gideon, you've cleared it. Marshall, you get a move. Erki, you would have to shove past Marshall in some way to get in as well. But I think I'll permit it. So let's just go in turn order. Gideon, first of all, do you want to make any kind of further move?
No, I'm just gonna be like a hold up. Wait.
Marshall.
Yeah. So how far am I from this guy where I'm at?
You're down the stairs a little bit, but Gideon has cleared the opening to the stairwell. So you're like 5 feet down the stairs. So you're about 30 feet away.
Okay. And I'm still stealth, right?
You are still invisible.
Invisible. Yeah. Sorry. I want to move as close as I can to that guy to try to stop him. But if I need to do a stealth check, I just want to like either get as close to him as I can or in front of him so that if he does move away from me or I have an opportunity to hit him or something like that, we do. So I want to get.
So you want to get into melee range with him? Great. All right, you are now in melee range with the guy right at the bottom of the stairs. Okay, that clears the way, and Erki, you have an opportunity to move into the room.
I'll run to the stairs themselves and be in the way of anyone trying to go up it.
Okay, so I'm going to call that holding a grapple action, so that on his turn, if he tries to go up, you get a chance to try and grapple him. Great. Okay, anything else, Gideon?
Nope, done.
Also, my apologies, I got the turn order wrong. Erki, you had a 17, so you should have gone first, but you can go now.
Okay.
And if you want to, you can just try and use that grapple on the guy or anything else. You've all piled in. Poor dude was not fast enough to try and get away yet.
Yeah, let's go with the grapple.
Okay, give me a strength check, and he can test with his dexterity.
Great. It's not a saving throw. Would it be an
just strength athletics? Yep, straight up strength athletics.
An 18 total.
Yeah, he's not that fast. All right, you got him. You got him just kind of by the scruff of the neck, and his feet are now slightly off the ground as you just kind of pull him up off the ground. He's unable to move at the moment. Marshall, you're up. And he says, put me down, put me down.
So Erki's got a hold of him, right?
Erki's got a hold of him. He's slightly off the ground.
Okay. I'm going to come out of stealth and to try to bind him if I can.
Okay.
Erki's holding him. At least his legs.
Okay, so you're going to try and bind him. So you also can give me, let's do a grapple contest. Let's see if you can incapacitate this guy with what you got. He's squirming and kicking and trying to get people off him. But I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to give that to you at advantage, given that you're invisible. I think it's going to be a lot easier for you to try and bind this guy up.
Just a floating rope appearing.
Yeah, exactly right.
There we go. That's not good. Ooh, that one's better. 16?
16 is, funnily enough, not quite enough. He manages to kick and squirm and kick away some of the ropes. And he goes, flying ropes. I hate snakes. Anything else, Marshall?
No, that's it for now.
Okay. He's up next. He's going to try and break Erki's grapple or slip away. So, Erki, go ahead and give me that strength athletics again.
A dirty 20.
All right. And there is no chance. He is unable to break out of your grasp. And Erki, you are up next. If you want to, you can try and incapacitate him or hit him, throw him across the room, or anything else you like, because you're Erki.
I'm going to incapacitate him.
All right. Let's do another one of those challenges.
That's a 14.
He does pretty well. So he manages to slip and squirm, and he is still grappled by you. But you haven't managed to kind of get purchase on him. This guy is obviously very slippery, very squirmy, and he is managing so far not to touch ground yet. But partly it's his annoying just demeanor. He's just stop it, don't do this. What are you on? And that alone makes it just you don't want to touch him, kind of. So okay, Gideon, you are up next.
Just gonna talk to this guy and try to calm him down a bit and say, yeah. So now let's talk. And I would suggest you don't yell. Just be quiet. You see, my friend here is holding you as a gift for violence, and we wouldn't want him to get any ideas. So tell me now, what are you doing here? Why are you trying to get into that vault?
Okay. Sounds like you're trying to persuade him that it's for his own good, or are you trying to intimidate him using Erki?
What should I choose? What should I choose?
Convince me of one or the other.
Persuasion.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and give me a straight up contest.
Yeah. I rolled high. I rolled 32. Yeah, it totally stood 32.
I was going to make a joke like she rolled 47. I rolled high, 423. But no, 32.
Yeah.
Only the bard has a D32 for charisma. Okay. Wow. Hey, I like your shirt. You're a pretty snappy dresser. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm listening. What do you want to say? Can you get him to drop me though? I mean, I kind of like having my feet on the ground.
If I wouldn't make too many demands if I were you. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're one of the bad guys, aren't you? You're with those bunch upstairs.
I'm a professional. I'm doing a job here. What are you talking about?
Oh, what job is that?
Well, there's some stuff in that vault. I mean, maybe even you might get a cut of that stuff. We could work something out here, make a deal once they, blow up the roof and everyone thinks we're dead. We could all divvy this stuff up.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff. Go ahead.
Oh.
I'm just like, blow up the roof? What do you mean blow up the roof?
I wasn't supposed to say that. You were just so, charming. 12 points more than most charming people are, like on a scale of 1 to 20, you're like 32 charming. So I guess I let that one slip. Yeah, they're going to call in the Griffon Cavalry. They're going to drop the shields. And then once they all land, they're going to make it look like, we all blew up. And then we're all going to get away with all of this great magic stuff. But we got to time it just right, I mean, if it comes too soon or it comes too late, I'm not in the vault. I'm on the last of the magic locks here. And yeah, I mean, I guess the hostages get sacrificed. But, hey, make omelets, break eggs, right?
Thieves.
So,
You're
you in for a
common
cut?
thieves.
Hey, we are professionals. I'll have you know, we are very, very good thieves. But yeah, we're thieves. We're not really Thayans. We don't really care about Thayan hostages. I mean, Thayan, political prisoners or anything like that. We want spell scrolls. You could use spell scrolls, right? How about this guy? Hey, tough guy, you could use some spell scrolls, right? Magic, everyone likes magic.
Stop bribing me or I'll kill you. How many people are upstairs?
Well, there's 6 downstairs.
No, there
Not
is
anymore.
I see. And then there's me, and then there's 5 others, and then Hansha. Snaz'Han'Sha, he calls himself, but actually he's not Thayan. He's just Hansha.
5 others and him.
What's the signal to blow the roof?
Oh, I give the signal. Once I'm into the last level of the vault, then, the boys come down. We cast a few minor illusions to make it look like we're still up there. Griffon Cavalry lands, and then, boom, Fireball City. We got wands pointed all around the perimeter. Whole thing's just going to go up like a candle. Happy Simril, everybody.
We have to save these people. We have to stop this immediately. We have to do whatever we can.
I'm worried if we go upstairs, we might hurt a hostage.
We need to find a way to get the hostages off the roof.
There's probably many hostages. It might be very very difficult. They plan to blow it up with wands. Perhaps we should try to get a hold of those wands then.
It seems like our plan from earlier could work to ask the boss down to the vault since there's something important he needs to see. I feel like if we take out Snaz'Han'Sha, we could get the others to put their wands down.
What's in this vault? Just scrolls or anything else in particular that your boss is looking for?
Whoa, baby. Are you kidding me? There's like 6 or more wands of wonder in here. He's got one upstairs. He's just like total psychopath. He's just going to use it as often as he wants to on anything. But can you imagine with 6 more of these bad boys? We would be unstoppable, or we'd blow ourselves up. But either way, it would be pretty cool. And you know how much those things sell for, right? I mean, those things sell.
Perhaps, Gideon, you can use the Scouring Stone to pretend to be our little friend here and tell him that the vault is open. And maybe that'll draw him, or at least some more out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is there any particular signal you're supposed to be giving this Snaz'Han'Sha?
Snaz'Han'Sha, well, I've been kind of watching on the scrying portal over there. He points over there, and conveniently there's a scrying portal to the roof where you see the hostages huddled in one part of the rooftop tower. And on the far side, you see the man dressed as a Thayan lich, who is obviously not, in fact, a lich. Snaz'Han'Sha, he has a long, lean, aquiline face, and he is pointing a wand at Olga.
Marshall runs up to the portal and gets really upset at seeing that.
And you can vaguely overhear him. Tell your people to be quiet. I don't want any more disruptions out of any of them. That stupid little man who was snorting pixie dust almost blew the entire operation. Is that clear, Olga? Olga looks at him and says, Marshall will deal with you. What was that? Who? Excuse me? Marshall will deal with you. He's downstairs. Your days are numbered. And with that, you hear over the scrying stone, George, George, are you there still? Sorry, over the sending stone.
Yeah. I was just thinking, did we meet a George? Yes, we did meet a George.
Yeah.
You're trying to remember what his voice sounds like. They all sound kind of like this. Generic angry NPC voice. Just do that. It's good. It's a good voice. Any response? George, are you
Before
there?
you say anything, Marshall, can we gag this guy?
Hey, what are you doing that for, man? I don't need that. I mean, come on. We can talk this out. We can talk.
I'm just gonna forcefully put like cloth in his mouth.
All right. He is silenced and still slightly off the ground.
Yeah, it is gonna reply. Once again, try to assure that everything is fine. Everything is good. Nothing to report.
You see, somehow I don't believe you. There's someone down there called Marshall. May I speak to him?
Looking towards Marshall.
Marshall just grabs the scrying stone out of Gideon's hands. What's up, Hansha? This is Marshall Vigour, Order of Osiris. How can I help you today?
It was Snaz'Han'Sha, but fine. You know a little bit about me. I know a little bit about you, Order of Osiris, Marshall. I've got your little friend up here. She seems to think you're some kind of adventurer, ready for action. Well, I think you're getting in the way of my important plans. Why don't you come upstairs and we'll talk about it? You do know the way, don't you?
Well, yeah, the thing about that is that I think that maybe you should come down here. You see, we are here with your little friend, and we happened upon him right when he opened the vault. So if you had any inclination to see any more of your wands of wonder, I suggest that you let the hostages go and then meet us in the vault.
Meet us in the vault. You mean you and that sniveling little halfling Ammon? Or are there more of you, Marshall?
No, your little friend's here, and they'll hold it up towards Gideon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, towards Gideon.
To do the George voice?
Gonna mimic his words.
Okay. All right. I see. George does smoke too much of that stuff. I'm not surprised. You let me down, George. All right. I'll come down. But no funny business. Or Olga here. It's going to be Swiss cheese. You understand what a magic missile can do to a poor commoner like this? Or 9 of them?
Oh, I understand. I understand completely. And you know it. And I'm sorry just to be, a fly in the ointment, Snaz. A monkey in the wrench. That's all. That's all. So why don't you go ahead and come on down here and we'll discuss it. Mano y mano. Gary Cooper style. Gareth Cooper style.
I'm not familiar with your Sword Coast references, but I will come down nonetheless. Very good. And the scrying stone goes black as clearly he's discovered that you've been scrying on him. You hear some commotion going on upstairs. And you see Ammon struggling to try and get away. You have, at this point, you have incapacitated him. You've successfully subdued him. What do you want to do with him, Erki?
Well, I think we should kill him, and we might want to go invisible. Well, that's interesting. Marshall could Marshall could hold him hostage and be the only one in the room, just sort of, and then Gideon and I could go invisible.
Yeah.
And wait for it to ambush.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's bound and gag him. Maybe even knock him over the head. Knock him out if you can.
All right. I'll take
do.
2 of these. Yeah. No. I'll even take 2 of these damn wands, and we can get a few great shots off.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Follow me, big man. Let's go hide and Gideon cast invisibility.
Okay.
Great. What should our code word be, Marshall, for the ambush?
I was always fond of this little saying that I always heard around the time. I'm trying to remember it. It was a signal by these men who just to work the land and some sort of like cattle wrangling people. They used to say yippee-ki-yay. I believe yippee-ki-yay will be the same.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yep, yippee-ki-yay. Yippee-ki-yay.
Is that Elvish?
I don't know. Gideon,
I can assure it's not Elvish.
Just some sort of war cry.
Yippee-ki. Ooh, war cry.
Yippee-ki-yay.
No, might be Dwarvish.
Dwarvish.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. And with that, the top hatch opens slowly. And you see a shoe at the top of the stairs. Marshall, you recognize it instantly as one of Olga's very, very high stiletto heels. The second shoe on the stair, it is definitely Olga, and she is slowly proceeding down. And then you see a boot, a red Thayan boot, a bad piece of costumery. It is clearly not up to the standard of a true red wizard. And then Gideon, with your passive perception as phenomenally high as it is, you hear some rattling. You hear some rattling, and you're not sure quite where it's coming from.
From them, from the entrance.
You would think it is coming from the entrance, but as a matter of fact, it seems to be coming from inside the vault. Okay. And Hansha slowly comes down the stairs. He has a wand of magic missiles at Olga's neck, and he sees Marshall in the room.
Standing with the dude, like the dude is incapacitated at my feet, and I'm standing there, and I'm just kind of casually holding one of my magic missile things at the dude.
All right. Okay.
Erki will go into rage and frenzy in his invisible corner. It's going to break these
In an angry corner.
Go to your angry corner and invisirage.
Invisirage.
Invisirage. Yes. New dental tool, like something. I don't know. Hansha is halfway down the stairs, and he sees you pointing the wand at the subdued lackey, and he says, "Feel free to fire that wand. Whatever you do to him means very little to me. You see, very soon they're going to attempt to dispel magic on this entire place. And the final lock will click open all by itself. And whatever's in there, we could split. How does that sound?"
Well, Snaz, I gotta be honest. It does sound pretty good after the day that I've had today. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and pass on that. And the only splitting that's gonna be done is gonna be you getting out of here.
Pity. You seem like a reasonable man. We could have done business together. The thing is, You're holding a wand at someone I don't care about at all. And I'm holding a wand at someone you do care about. Marshall, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Shut up.
It's
So,
okay,
Marshall.
honey. It's okay, honey.
She looks all slightly flustered. You've never seen Olga flustered before, in fact, but she does look a little blubbery.
I tell you what, Snaz, how about we make another deal? How about you just let all the hostages go, starting with her, and we walk out of here, and you can do whatever you want, what's in there. We just don't want anyone to get hurt.
It seems I'm the one holding the wand here, Marshall. Tell you what we're going to do. Why don't you drop your wand and come with me upstairs? I will let the hostages go, but Olga will be the last one to go. As soon as that vault is open, I'm going in there, and you're not going to follow me. And I'm going to teleport away, and none of this will have ever happened. Drop the wand, cleric. He puts the wand slightly closer to her throat.
All right. You got a deal. And Marshall, throw the wand down.
All right. And Snaz'Han'Sha, or just Hansha, begins laughing. I thought you might do that. Very well. And he comes swooping into the room. He's now standing in the middle of the room, staring at the vault. And you hear over the scrying stones, right, we're going to cut the magic. Everyone, prepare, cut the magic. Take that, Snaz'Han'Sha. And you hear this kind of power down sound and a click as the vault opens. And Hansha begins laughing all the more. It's open, Marshall. Time for me to say goodbye to all of you.
There is, yeah. There's just one more thing, Snaz. Just a little going away saying we still like to say on some year every year.
What is that?
Yippee-ki-yay.
Everybody roll for initiative, and you've got surprise on the guy.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Rolled terribly.
Yippee-ki-yay.
I rolled a 21.
I rolled an 18.
11.
11 for Gideon. 18 for Marshall.
Yeah.
All right, all right, we got Erki up first, and you've got surprise on him. So Erki, Marshall, Gideon, you all get a surprise round. Then we're going to go into turn order. Erki, Marshall, Olga, Gideon, and Hansha rolled a 3 because he was laughing so much.
Hansha's in a lot of trouble. I'm going to start with a whole full thing of magic missiles. He just says
Unload that thing. All right.
Leave the wand now, missiles. And he points it out.
It's in the wrist. It's all in the wrist, Erki. Do the wrist.
I don't wrist with battle axes. It's more of a shoulder thing.
This is a more finesse type thing for you.
There's a lot of condemnation in Erki's wand using,
Yeah. Imagine you're carving your enemy's heart out, Erki. That kind of delicacy.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I can do that. That's more deft, I see. So that's, how do I roll this? Is 9d4?
9d6 plus 9 if you want to unload the whole wand on him.
96 or 94?
94, excuse me. 94 plus 9.
94 plus 9 at the end. Will someone do that for me? I'm sure one of you have a device.
On 94 plus 9? Yeah, who wants to do it for him on Google?
Otherwise, I'll have to.
How do I do it on Google? I'll do it.
Literally, you type in 9d4 plus sign 9 all in one word.
Oh, well, then I can do it.
Sorry, put spaces on the plus, on the other side of the plus, and then it'll roll them.
9.
94 space plus space 9. Gotta find the plus sign there. On the
94 plus 9 is rolling. It's a total of 34.
34. And he just starts flopping back just as this automatic fire of these 9 magic missiles go flying into him. Marshall, you're up next. You've dropped the wand, but you've got.
Do I get 2 attacks?
No. You get 2 melee attacks, but yeah, your
Sure.
magic unloading an entire clip of magic missiles will be.
We'll do it.
Be for now. Yeah.
What about since I have frenzy on? Do I?
Yes. Does frenzy grant you an extra action, or just an extra
bonus,
or just a bonus attack?
I think it's a bonus melee, actually. So.
Do so for the duration of your.
You can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action.
Got it. Okay. Well, you could get into range with him. And I believe you don't have to have made a melee attack to make another melee attack as a bonus. So I'll give you an attack. I'll give you a melee attack.
Cool. I'll run up and
swing that long sword at him.
Give a smackaroo here. That's a hearty 15.
He is an armor class 15, so that's a hit.
Wonderful. For a total of 17.
17 points of damage. Okay. All right. 17. Yep. All right. He takes the hit. He's not yet bloodied, but he's certainly seen better days.
Wow.
Marshall, you are up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna instantaneously pull out that one with the 2 on there. It's 2d4 plus 4, right?
2d4 plus 4.
It is going to be 12.
12. Okay.
I wrote
takes
double
12.
4s. Yeah.
He takes 12 more points of damage, and with that, with Marshall's final 2 shots, he is now looking bloodied.
And I'll blow off. I'll go on the top of the magic missile. And go.
It crumbles to dust, having used the last 2 charges. Gideon, you're up on the surprise round.
Mm-hmm. Can I get within melee of the?
Yeah.
Of the
Yep.
people?
It's not a huge room, so go for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gideon's gonna sneak up on both of them, and I think he's just gonna drop invisibility, like right behind the guy next to Olga, and he's gonna say to Olga, Marshall cannot fight as long as you are in line of danger. Please come with me. Reaches out.
Grab Olga and take the fair lady off. Okay, he's got her by the wrist, so let's do a challenge. Let's see if you can get her away from him. He's not super strong or dexterous, but he's. Go and give me a strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics to try and get him away. Get Olga away.
Yes. Dirty 20.
Well played. You have Olga, and you have carted her off to the side of the room, and she is there with you, and she says, "I like your shirt." Okay, we're back into normal turn order, and Erki at the top of the turn order, and Marshall, Olga, Gideon, and then Hansha at the end.
I was going to say, Gideon, Olga wouldn't happen to be an attractive woman, would she?
She's a robust woman, isn't
She's
she,
a robust,
Marshall? She's a robust
red-headed woman. Yeah.
That's right.
Why don't you come with me, Olga? I'm very considerate. Okay, so Erki's going to take the other magic missile and just kind of point blank him with it.
All right. 96 this guy. 96 this guy.
D4.
Okay, here it is. I can press
D4?
this.
Sorry, 94. I don't know why I'm
94.
giving you guys D6s today.
I know.
Homebrew
That
magic missile
roll
of death. Okay,
is,
94 plus 9.
30.
30 points of damage. Okay.
Yay.
He is absolutely just on his last legs at this point.
Good.
And you guys are bashing him. He's just going kind of flying. He's up against the door of the vault now as you guys are just pummeling away at him with these magic missiles. They've kind of knocked him back against to the door of the vault.
Cool.
And,
I have one
anything
more.
else?
axe swing
To
here.
grind, go for it.
That's a miss. That's a miss.
Ooh, and and he just flies back from all the magic missiles, and you go and you swing slightly wide. He's now leaning against the door of the vault, badly injured. Marshall, you're up.
Oh, I want a firebomb so bad, but Erki's right there.
Yep.
But I do still
I'll hold
have,
back.
and I still have another. Why'd you say to hold back?
Don't hold back.
Why hold
We
back?
healed
It's
her.
Erki.
Death
Oh,
cleric, you could revive him.
Erki, don't do it, do it.
Actually, I do have a bonus here. I think I could heal Erki and then.
Here's some hit points, and then I'll take those back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little give and little taking.
Little give, a little take. Yeah. Just as long as you don't do double his own max hit points and damage and insta death him, that'll be okay.
Yeah.
Just a little tip. Just a little tip for death clerics. Man, death clerics are like the new necromancers. Tell you
Yeah,
what.
that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, for his bonus action, I'm gonna cast healing with my last 5th level. I'm gonna cast
Okay.
healing word at
Could you
max level. I'm
Are
sorry.
you able to attack first and then heal? Because I'm pretty full on health.
Okay, but it's gonna hurt. All right.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I got
He says he's good.
10 points. Bring it on. We'll heal
All right.
second.
Wand of fireball, I guess.
Okay, wand of fireballs. Okay,
What is it?
it's a spell. He's got to do a spell save DC 15 against the fireball, and he's got to make a Dex save. He's not terrible, but he's not brilliant at Dex. So Dex save DC 15. He nat 20s it, so he's only going to take half damage. And with that nat 20, go ahead and give me your fireball damage, which is 8d freaking 6.
And you're gonna take half of that, right?
And he's going to take half of that.
I didn't. 86.
Oh, and you're in range there, Erki. So go ahead and give me a DC 15 Dex save as well, my
Yeah.
friend.
23.
I nat 20'd it as well.
Oh yeah! All right, so you only take 23 points of damage, but those
That's it?
those 23 points of damage are enough. So here's what happens with Erki's nat 20 and his nat 20. Erki goes flying one direction, slightly inflamed by the fireball. He, with his nat 20, manages to use his dex to pry open the vault a little bit, and you see on the other side of the vault the night sky. It is, in fact, a door to nowhere. And he bursts into flames and dives through what he thinks is the vault and dives off the tower. And he goes flaming, roiling in flames, and he falls all the way down to the ground below, where several members of the city guard have been assembled, and they look down and see this flaming body erupt before them, and you hear them say, "Oh gee, I hope that wasn't one of the hostages." Oh dear. And you are out of turn order, and Olga comes racing over to you, Marshall, and she says, "Oh, Marshall, you did it. Let's never fight again, Marshall. Please, tell me I can be Mrs. Vigour again."
Well, Olga, if this place's what they do for what's it called, Samir?
The Feast of Simril.
If this is what you guys do for the Feast of Simril, I can't wait to be here for the turning of the year. And then he'll just take Olga, do the whole Hollywood movie thing, and just give her a big old
Music
kiss on the
soars
lips.
up, and the camera turns around, so you can't quite see that your lips aren't
Yeah.
actually touching, because that would be
Exactly.
grody and you don't like each
Yeah.
other. And Erki is, singed, flaming in a corner. Gideon is there almost completely unharmed in his beautiful, ruffly sort of tuxedo shirt. And as you guys go up to the rooftop, the griffins circling overhead, and everyone cheers you, and you have saved the day. For you are 3 adventurers that are hard to kill. We'll leave it there for today.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Happy Feast of Simril, everybody.
With no place to go. Yay!
Well, we went out with a
Oh,
flaming archmage, I would say, on that one. We went out with a flaming archmage. I loved it. I love that you guys, yeah. I mean, you caught the references, what, like 5 minutes in, Mario?
Yeah, like the one right away. He said,
You were on point. Really,
Yeah.
it was great.
once you call it a tower, I was like, oh, dang.
Yeah, it was what, Takanomius Towers?
Yeah.
I tried to make it not sound Japanese. I tried to make it sound more Latinate somehow. But yeah, once you were in Takanomius Towers, you knew the drill, right? Bottom floor, gotta get up.
Oh,
Gotta
that
save
was
the
so
girl.
great. That was so great. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed it so much.
I'd loved it too. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us for our season finale and our special holiday episode of the One Shot Hotshots. Be sure to subscribe and check out our other episodes. It's been a fantastic year. Wishing you guys a whole lot of nat 20s in 2021 and beyond. Let's hope for better, or at least more adventurous times ahead. From me, from all of us. See you around the D&D bend.